this is an interview for in celebration of International Youth Day. We want to celebrate the achievements and the impact of young people in the society, some of the challenges that we have observed, and moving forward, what support the youth need in order to, make strides in whatever they are doing. As a young man, founder of Uptown, do you think the government or they offer opportunities to people like you? Are there opportunities, or as a young CEO, you have to fund yourself? How is the situation like?
I think even if there were, it's a very tough question to be honest. Even if I'm well aware that the government is trying to do something, so I think the best way is not enough. It's
It's
absolutely
not
not enough.
enough.
These days, they are focusing mainly on agricultural development in terms of startups. They say that every time we hear campaigns, but there is not enough. They're not doing well enough. Our school system is not designed for us to actually start our own businesses. It's designed for us to go to school, find a job, and the government themselves don't really know what to do about the youth in terms of starting businesses. And if they are already doing it, and to all of my knowledge, I know it's in the agriculture industry, but it's not enough.
It's
It's not
not
enough. They're
enough.
not doing a lot to help us.
How best can we start up pitch a business idea to attract funding? Is it that more and more people are not doing it right? Or maybe when they think you are so young, you are now in the business, they don't want to invest in what you are doing.
The first thing is to package yourself very well.
Package yourself.
Having an idea is totally fine. Everybody has ideas. But I always hear people saying, I've got this idea, I need funding. Nobody's going to fund your idea. Absolutely nobody. If you have an idea, do something about it. Start something. People like to see things working before they actually invest money into it.
Does it look like young people are hungry for success?
They're hungry for money. I can tell you that. Everybody wants money. It's not everybody that wants to do the hard work and
Okay.
goes through all the frustration of everyone, including me on this panel. It's not everybody's hungry for success, no doubt, but a lot of them are hungry for quicker success, if I can say it. And most of the time, when they spend a year or two without any headway, they easily give up. So
that's true. Young people are hungry for success or quick success. We don't want to go through the processes to be well equipped and know what we can gain. The fact that we are too entitled, that's what I'll say. We are too entitled. We think the fact that we draw from the university or we've done something, then we need to get it. We need to get a success. And if it is not coming, we question everything around us except us. And I think, that's the wrong path most of us are taking.
A lot of the young entrepreneurs now, everybody comes out looking for money. But personally, I had always taken the approach of building a brand. It is the brand that will outlive you, and the brand will bring you money later on. But people come out and the only thing on their mind is money, 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 money. You end up making very desperate or wrong decisions when your priority is the money.
I think one thing that I don't see in us, which I'm really blaming our educational system, which is creativity. We're not being creative enough, right? We're not taught to be creative, right from primary school. Is follow the standard, and that is it. Straight, nothing else. We're not taught to be creative at all. We don't even have anything got to do with creative art, nothing. And that is our biggest problem. So my advice is let's start working on our creative sense. Let's try to be creative as possible.
Live in this COVID era, young people are complaining. People are being laid off from their work. National service people are soon is ending, and then you have to go back looking for a job and a whole lot. Do you think that in our country there's opportunity for young people?
There are opportunities, but they are limited. And it is the case everywhere. So you wouldn't just get it because you are you. You'll get it because you're bringing something to the table. And I think the best way or the best solution is just looking out for yourself, like Jefferson said. look out for what you love to do or what you are in and improve upon it. It's not only about the white collar job or stuff like that. So opportunities, yes, there are opportunities, but they are limited. And let me add this, the opportunities are not only the ones from the government. Opportunities are also the ones you create for yourself.
Do you employ more people at Caveman? And then what do they bring? Or do they bring their A game on? How are you seeing?
For me personally, I have employed a lot of new graduates, but the best ones have been the females. The ladies really put in more work compared to the guys. I don't know why that happens, but it's something that we really have to educate the graduates on. I mean, when you are coming into a company, you should know what you are good at.
That brings me to unemployed graduate. As a freshman who is just coming from school, down with your national service, like the whole unemployed graduate, what do you do so that you don't end up as part of them? Because there are a lot of people who are after school are still looking for jobs. 2-3 years, they still don't have any job. And that is also the question is also to our business owners. You didn't want to, end up as unemployed graduate, so you decided to find something to do personally, own your own business. So with that too, how do you relate with the two? How does it work?
Okay, so one thing is, it is tough. It is difficult getting a job. And I don't like to say those who don't have a job or those who are not doing a job are not doing something for themselves.
Okay.
Or they are not putting much. I don't like to take that lane. They might be putting something stronger, but because of the system or the situation, it isn't matching up. But how you will not end up as an unemployed graduate, I think most of our colleagues during school ventured in other styles different from the academic processes or the academic situations. Some of them learn a side hustle or were learning something handy. Some were selling, some were learning graphic designing, photography, other stuff to help them, to equip them. So even after school, if they don't get the white collar job or what the government to give to them, they are well situated. They know where to go, up and down. They already have something they have tried to learn or they've tried to inculcate themselves in. So it puts well for them. So that's one way you can not get it on a permanent graduate. One other thing is look at your choice of field. A communicator, where do you want to be in the communication industry? A journalist, a PR, a marketer, or an advertisement personnel. So what is lacking in that space? What can you do different? What niche can you create for yourself? Journalism students, most of the journalist students venture into writing. Some will go into blogging, tourist sites, food, clothing, and not just the entertainment bit of it, not just the sports bit of it. Okay. Some are writing for website, blogs, and that got them something doing. So immediately after school, it equipped them. They're moving forward with it.
Talia, so you made a point about you have to sit down, then identify what is really missing in the market, and then you bring a solution. So I want to find out from Anthony, how did your dream come up with as a watchmaker? What inspired you?
I used to work in a hotel as a marketer. I worked there for about 3 years as a marketer, and then my position was changed. I was sent to the airport where I had to stand holding a placard with the hotel name on it, looking to take people to them. It was not a very great job. I was there for some time. And as somebody who has ambition, I was not satisfied there. I would always think I was making about, I think, 500 cedis a month. So I would always think, what am I going to do with 500 cedis a month? How am I going to build, save money, So I realized I had to make a change. That's one thing. A lot of the youth, they keep saying that, oh, things will be fine, things will be, but things never change unless you cause the change, So I was there with people and other guys doing similar jobs for other hotels. And I kept telling them, Charlie, we have to move. We can't be here for long. We have to move. But I realized that the fear factor had been there. All the other guys were afraid to move because we are moving into the unknown. Even though the 500 cities was not much, it was more secure. You can tell that every month you make 500. So, as one of the attributes of an entrepreneur, to have that courage and the risk factor to move into the unknown. I said the 500 cities was not going to be enough for me, so I'm ready to move into the unknown. It was all or nothing for me. So I resigned from the job. I didn't have any job when I resigned. But I just believed in myself that I am multi-talented and capable of too much to end up not finding anything to do with.
You're capable of too much. I get that. That's the advice that most people need. They need the push.
Yeah. I believe, the self-belief is important. If you don't believe in yourself, then I don't know where you're going.
So we'll end our conversation. I must say I'm most grateful for your time today and your contribution. You've been very helpful.